from part 4 of Use of English, or keyword transformations. What is it necessary? What is it you have to do here for this part of the exam? Well, you have to write another sentence here, pretty much with the same sort of idea as a sentence that you have above. You do have to include the word they give you, so this word cannot be changed. And you need to write between 3 and 6 words. So there has to be an answer of 3 words, maximum of 6, and contractions count as 2 words, okay? So we're gonna work through these 5 sentences here and just look at the answers which are involved, okay? So question number 1 here says, Mike felt sure he would be offered the job, and we've got to rewrite the sentence here with the word bound, okay? So the verb structure they're looking for here will be to be bound to, okay? And we can see here that in the past tense, we're going to have to make this structure also in the past, okay? So Mike felt he was, let's just write down here, he was bound to be. Okay, well, let's just put bound to at the moment. We can see here that offered is in the past participle, and with the to structure here, we could use this sort of passive structure here that we've got. Okay, so Mike felt he was bound to, let's continue the answer here, to be offered the job. Okay, now for each of these answers here, you will get 2 points. So probably you'll get 1 point for bound to, okay, and then the other point here for be offered, okay. So let's just remove that, we'll put that one here. Let's move on to question number 2. Boris is unlikely to win the prize. Right, so likelihood gives you sort of possibility. Unlikely gives you obviously possibility, but in the negative. And with this sentence here, with the structure here with little, will give us pretty much the same sort of idea of unlikely, okay? So let's think about what we can put here. So there is little likelihood that Boris will win the prize, okay? So little likelihood gives us sort of this idea of unlikely, so very little possibility. And we can see here that really we're talking about something in the future, okay? And that whatever Boris is going to do, win this prize, it's going to be something future related, and hence this will give us will win, okay? Okay, let's move on to number 3. There's a good chance that James has seen your message, and we've got here well. Okay, so probably here looking, it's going to be a good chance and well. Okay, we can also see we've got present perfect here as well. So James may well have seen your message. Okay, so good chance gives us this idea of well. We can see here that this sort of idea gives you possibility, hence may, okay? And then because we've got present perfect here, we can use this structure here, he may well have seen, okay? Let's move on to number 4. I'm sure you didn't remember to post the letter, and we've got here must. So we're looking at a sentence in the past tense, okay? And we've got to write a sentence with must, and we know that we're going to be looking at something like must plus have plus past participle, okay? Now, we've got here negative, and often in these sort of sentences for Cambridge, they will write a sentence with a negative and expect you to write in the positive, okay? So we could write here the positive, which would essentially give us forget. Okay, so let's write here, you must have forgotten to post the letter. Okay, so must have forgotten, that gives us our structure here. If you didn't remember, this gives you the idea of forget. So forget, forgot, forgotten. And that will give us the answer here for number 4. Okay, and let's move on to the last one, number 5. If you arrive late, the teacher may well get angry with you. So this you could say here quite simply is a sort of first conditional sort of sentence. We've got present tense here. We've got may sort of working in the future. Okay. We've got to look at something here that will give us angry in relation to his temper, which probably will be lose his temper. Okay, and we've got to use likely at some point. Okay, so what can we write here? The teacher is likely to lose his temper. The teacher is likely to lose his temper with you if you arrive late. That's possible. Or we could just have as well the future of this sentence here. The teacher will likely lose his temper with you if you arrive late. And that, again, will fit with the sort of idea of a conditional tense. Here we've got the future, we've got if, and that's followed by the present tense. Okay.